This is set number 7694, the MT-31 Trike. I know it's a lot of numbers, but we are in Mars mission, so we're going to have a lot of numbered and lettered vehicles. This is from Mars mission, as I said, from 2007. 95 pieces, 2 minifigures, if you count the second one as a minifigure, and retailed for about $10. It's really a good size for a $10 build, even though the price per piece is just a tad short of the recommended, 100 pieces for $10. But I'd still give it credit for all the different colors used, the minifigures involved, and some of its features. So let's take a closer look at the minifigures right now. First, we'll start off with our basic Mars mission astronaut. And in case you don't know this theme too well, they don't have any specific figures, they don't have any real names, and the random thing about the astronauts is you don't know which ones are in which sets. A lot of the advertisement, probably one of the big drives of the theme, and correct me if it's not, is this golden visor. Not only the fact that it is golden, but you don't know who's behind it. Only a few sets showed in some of the minifigures images what was behind them. And it's until you bought the set or saw some of the other pictures that you could see which minifigures were in there. This is probably one of the more exclusive versions of the minifigures. I haven't seen this one in other sets, at least the smaller ones. But he's got what looks like a racing sort of gear. It's not really, it has been used in racers themes before. So I guess I could say it is racer gear. Although the torso and everything is very standard to the Mars mission astronauts. All of them have the same ones. And I do like how they have the printed oxygen on the back, so you could make a little bit more space for other things. And it's just assumed to be part of their outfit. It's nice to also make it as its own piece, but if you have tight corners, that's very helpful. It still gives some of the realism. So, this guy doesn't have a particular name. We'll just put him back in here. He's just got the one lever in his cockpit. And our second figure, we'll just scoot him out on the back, is actually, well, he's kind of a minifigure, if you want to call him that. He's a Martian. This is one of your basic Martians, as we've seen in themes before, but this one is, more of a greenish color. He's more of a single, two-piece build. Dang it. Hold on. This minifigure has very little articulation to him. He just bends up and down. He does have room for holding things in both of his hands, but the hands themselves don't move. He can also be held by this chest. And he stands on 2 studs. So what he's shown as when we took him out is he was encased in this little alien pod. This is what the Mars mission astronaut has been trying to do. He's bringing this alien back to base for some investigation. Now this pod is very unique because it serves 2 purposes in some other sets. It can be used for transporting aliens because it also has this mold to stick with the alien's head, as well as the pin by itself, so that the alien fits right inside of there. You can also fit his feet perfectly as well. Or, it has 3 little slots where you can put energy crystals, such as the one they give you in the set. You can put it on that space, fill up 3 of them. Some other sets have energy crystals used in there, but for this set, we're just using it for the Martian alien. This slides right back into a new piece that's made as its own capsule. The capsule by itself, probably the biggest part of the set, has a sticker on the top of it. Basically says high risk area and shows the alien in jail. Kind of right, but kind of odd to put it that way, that he's in jail. It's not like he was really doing anything wrong. We're just, these are scientists. They're just discovering life on Mars. Unless they were attacked by these Martians and they're carrying them off for captivity. We get several stickers on this set. One of them down here on the back wheel. It's actually not on the wheel itself, but on a disc. We also get two on some of these larger pieces, one on top, and that says in very tiny print, electronic, I can't read that, electronic KWS X817? Some techno mumbo jumbo. I guess we're not supposed to understand, even for scientists. We also have the set number on some of those stickers. This one is shown with a scorpion looking icon, because a lot of these, if not all of these, Mars mission sets have different icons for their vehicles based on animals. There's also some more designs, and you already saw on the front, on the front of the trike, is this kind of a targeting crosshair. So the idea for the crosshair is he's supposed to see it, but it doesn't actually line up his eyes. This whole section can move a little bit. Just a little, you can move this all the way up. This can move a couple different places. So you could have it with a little bouncing effect. We got some lasers on the top, lasers underneath. And pretty much the other part of this model is the suspension. You can see the wheels have been moving quite a bit to one of these pieces. In between here is a flexible plastic piece. So it makes the model look like it's ready for suspension. You can have it bouncing around as it's moving along. The one problem though with the suspension, if you're having it playing like that, you might have the alien slide fall out. And I think we've already had that once or twice in just the review, just by moving the vehicle around. But I really do like how this is designed. It's a very unique design to it. A little bit large. It's a little bit larger than I expected, but it is still good for its, $10 price point. Plus, you get these awesome wheels. I mean, space wheels in general, not just Mars, but space wheels like these don't come around in too many sets. So I was really happy in Mars Mission when we got these to return, and also created, cooler looking models. One idea I had for this when I was, shortly after I got the model, was that I would try to make some sort of tunnel, and then, this could, try to get down underneath so it could escape some other aliens. I didn't actually make the idea a real thing, but it was still nice to think of it. I mean, the suspension does create some imaginative play. However, I do worry about the axles on the back of it. I mean, those don't have much room. They could move up like this, and they just sit there. But when you press down on the rest of the vehicle, you can see a little bit of bend in the axles on the back. And it just kind of makes me worry if they'll actually bend to a certain direction, or perhaps they might, break off accidentally. Of course, I haven't had such experience, so I can't say if it will, and I would hopefully trust that it wouldn't do that either. So all in all, not too shabby of a vehicle, considering what it can do, what its, main design can offer it as far as features. I do give it credit for, what it can do. And yes, it may be lacking a bit in features. Maybe suspension isn't too great for you, but you do like the alien slide. But I think it covers the bases as much as it can. So thanks for watching this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more LEGO set reviews. I don't even have to make a vrr sound. It's kind of doing it on its own. Oh, dropped an alien.